for this second week of December. Is it the second week? This is the second week of December. I hope you had a lovely weekend. It's starting to feel a wee bit Christmassy. Do you have any kind of rituals or routines or things that you do at this time of year? For me, I brought out all my Christmas teddies yesterday to put them up. That's usually my thing, to bring out my collection. But I find December, and as we kind of step into more of December, it's a time of year where I start to reflect on what's happened in this past year. And if you're here live, say hi. Or if you're watching the recording, just let me know of any comments about anything, any rituals or things that you like to do in December as we start to prepare to plant seeds for a new year, for the new energy. But also, it's kind of like it's like an inventory time for me. Hey, Sandy, good morning. Nice to see you too. So just reflecting on this whole idea of letting go of the old year, but letting go of anything, any limitations, any ideas that don't support you anymore, or who you're becoming. But then also, and this is something that I've often talked about the idea of setting a one-word theme for the upcoming year, because it's about really becoming intentional about what is it you want to create, to be, to align with. In fact, I think I've mentioned this to you before too, is that the theme for 2019 for me has been intentional. So that's really served me well, that a lot of the decisions I made, the sort of opportunities I've attracted were very much in alignment with what I intended to create and to be and to become in this year. So just with all that idea, just take a nice deep breath. Land into this moment. And I'm just shuffling the letting go guidance cards here, because we'll focus on what can we best focus on letting go of the second week of December in order to get more clear on that energy of what seeds do you want to plant for fruition, for development, for experience in 2020. I know I'm pretty excited about the energy of 2020. I hope you are too. So here we go. Okay, so what we're going to work on letting go of is disapproval of self. Really like that. That's a beautiful layer or energy to work on letting go of as you're releasing the things that don't serve you anymore and become more truly who you are intended to be at a soul level. So let me read this out to you. See how does that come up for you? Where in your life are you disapproving of yourself, or you're saying should or shouldn't, or beating yourself up, criticizing yourself, comparing yourself? These are all aspects of disapproving of yourself. So this is beautiful timing to let that go. Let's not take that energy into 2020. So let me read this out too for you. It's time to let go of self-criticism, as it's diminishing your sense of self-worth. Rather than labeling things as positive or negative, good or bad, right or wrong, understand that these are all necessary qualities and that they exist in each one of us. That's why comparing is such an important thing to drop and not get into. The truth is that there is neither positive or negative, just opposite qualities which together make us whole. We are all looking for approval, in brackets, love. Once we let go of disapproving of ourselves, it leaves the floodgates open for us to unconditionally love ourselves. That self-love becomes effortless and automatic, rather than feeling like an ongoing struggle. So just breathe into that. How can you embody more of that self-love, that unconditional self-acceptance? You are perfect as you are. You are in alignment. You're not broken. Actually, I was having that conversation yesterday. All too often with this idea of disapproval of ourselves, we think we're broken, or there's something in our own vocabulary to ourselves or about ourselves that there's something flawed. There's not. You're on track. You are in the right place at the right time. Always have been, always will be. And so with that, I'm pulling this is a good tarot card to come with this one too. So it's the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords kind of tells us that there's a lot of thoughts that are beating you up, and it's actually hiding your vision for who you truly are. So I really encourage you this week to just watch, just observe when you start to compare yourself, or when you start saying, I'm not good enough, or criticizing yourself, or wishing something was different about you. So this is a time to not label it as right or wrong. It just is. See how you can just be with who you are and embrace all aspects of you. So if there's something about yourself that you would like to improve, you could just write that as an intention. And then if you don't follow the prescription of what you need to experience that, it's just another part of the journey of getting there. So let's say you have a habit that you want to change or to release, and you say you're not going to eat that extra chocolate bar or that extra cookie, and then you go and do it. Let's say I'm just painting a scenario here. The key piece is to just accept you did, and then you make another choice, and then you make another choice and another choice, right? So it's never to get into it. Oh gosh, there's no point in loving myself because look, I always derail myself, or I self-sabotage, or right? So it's just to go, in this moment, this was what I did. So staying in the present moment and not allowing yourself to be dragged into some kind of story about I'm not good enough, or I wish things were different, or I'm not as good as that other person. All too often we compare ourselves to others, and that kind of creates the foundation of that inner critic voice of I'm not good enough because that other person's way better than I am. So as I was just reflecting on that aspect, I drew 3 cards here from Doreen Virtue's Angel Cards, and actually the final one here is one of my absolute favorites in this deck. So manifestation. So understand that everything that you experience is the manifestation of your inner dialogue. It's thank you, Sandy. I'm glad they resonate. Yes, self-acceptance is absolutely true. It's so crucial to. So let's say in my example there about I want something to be different. If I don't accept what is with me, then I can't change anything. I can't manifest any other way of being until I just level the playing ground and say, this is who I am in this moment, and accept everything about it. So that's acceptance of all that is. So this is very powerful with the cards that have come up as a support to disapproval of ourselves. So be aware that you're a powerful manifester. Manifestation is your word for 2020. I love that. Good for you, Sandy. So then look at what pieces do you need to accept in yourself. This self-approval is going to be really key in your manifestation. And then answered prayer is the pieces that you want to be doing too. So ask for what you want, and then know that it's there. Just accept. It's not being needy or something wrong with you, or needing to ask for things that you think you don't deserve, right? So that's key piece about releasing that disapproval of self. And then this is the card that I just said is my favorite card of this deck. This is emerging, and so this is really beautifully in alignment with what I was just saying about reviewing 2019. Where have you been? Where are you going? What do you want to take forward? Sandy's going to take forward being a powerful manifester, and that's really beautiful. But you see what happens in all of that is like this is the emerging of the true core, beautiful, amazing you. And that's what I believe that's what the energy of 2020 is going to be for all of us, is this sort of taking responsibility for who we truly are, and not giving in to those circuits of disapproval of yourself, and criticizing or comparing. So just truly being that divine spark of awesomeness that you truly are. I wish you an amazing week. I hope this serves you. I look forward to hearing what your one word theme might be, or if you need any more insights on that, just let me know, because I have a process that I can send to you if you would like to have more of that. On that note too, and you'll see lower on my Facebook page here that my podcast episode number 2 has been released today, and we're talking a lot about holiday chaos and stress. So this would be a really nice add-on to that disapproval of self, because that's a part of it too. Much love to you. Thanks for watching.